Teegan has made her way in, and she's all pumped with information for you. How are you doing, girl?
I'm good.
You look great.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, so, well, and the reason Teegan is here is because the Salem Memorial District Hospital, as often has offered, let's get this right, 3 health fairs a year. Obviously, we got the one in February, the one in May, got nixed because of COVID-19. And the hospital really did not want to cancel their one in September. And so instead of trying to force everybody who didn't make the May one, now there's probably going to be a good crowd, to try and keep social distancing and to keep people from congregating too close or standing in those lines waiting to get their blood drawn, they have elected to try a different method.
Yes.
Which, as you mentioned to me, came into full view come Monday.
Yes, a little last minute, but we're making it work.
But it's an idea. Okay,
Right.
so anyhow, there will be health screenings
Yes.
at the price that normally would be the health fair price, correct?
Right.
However, it will be on the campus of the hospital, and it will be by appointment only, right?
By appointment only.
Okay,
yes.
so I'll let you take it from there. So, how do we make the appointment? Number one.
So to make an appointment, first of all, it's Monday through Friday. We're not doing these on the weekends.
And not on Labor Day.
Not on Labor Day. So to make an appointment, you need to call Karen Brown.
Okay.
Phone number is 729-6626. Her extension is 4005.
Right.
And she's there Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. So you need to call between those hours.
Right,
To
but
make
not Labor Day.
Not Labor Day.
But not Labor Day.
Forget Labor Day.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So
Okay.
and then she'll schedule your appointment for whenever you're available to come in.
Okay.
And then you'll come in and.
So Karen will take the information that you would normally put on your form? Is that what's going to happen?
So normally the form that they would fill out when they come to the health fair, she's going to fill all that information out over the phone.
Okay, so then you'll have to know what tests you want.
Yes.
Okay, and then she'll give you the amount. So
Yeah,
you
she'll
will
tell you how
you
much
will
it
know
is.
how much
Yep.
it is, but you don't pay right then.
Yeah,
You
right.
don't pay.
Pay on the
Okay?
day that
All
you're,
right.
get your
so
blood drawn.
okay, so you call Karen, say I would like to schedule my appointment. It's between 7 and 11, right?
Yes, and we did that because with the lipid, you do need to be fasting, or we recommend fasting. So most of the time by 11, people
Well,
have
you need to
ate.
fast. It's not
Yes.
going to do you much good if you don't
Right.
fast, right?
Right.
It's going to get some really funky numbers.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you're fasting, 7 and 11, so that basically gives it should be. And I've heard 10 to 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
That's usually
Yep.
the best.
Overnight, basically. Yeah.
That could be for some 5 hours.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but about 10 to 12 hours, and you should get pretty good results. 12 hours is the best.
Yes.
10 hours probably okay.
Yeah.
But if you really want a good solid reading, I'd recommend the 12.
12. Correct.
Can't eat or drink anything except water.
Yes.
And don't forget to take your medications, right?
Right.
Okay. Nothing else. No crackers.
No crackers.
No, Fruit Loops or anything like
No
that.
Fruit Loops.
Can't do that.
No
Okay.
pancakes.
No nothing.
No nothing.
Nothing. So don't take anything except water
Yep.
and, of course, your medication. All right, so let's go back to the Karen part.
Okay.
All right, so we call Karen. Karen gets our information. Now we've got our information, and you will schedule a date at that time and time, right?
Date and time. Mm-hmm.
How far spread apart are these times? Do you know?
So we're trying to do 4 every hour.
15 minutes.
Yes. So 15 minutes apart, just to try to keep everyone separated. If we have more people, we could fit 6 within that hour, but
For some people who just want to come in and get the lipid profile, they come in and give their blood and they're gone, right?
Yeah, it's a really quick process now.
Okay.
You just come in, you have to sign a consent form. We either
You have to
draw
sign that anyway.
Yeah, sign that. We either draw you in the library or draw you in the lab, and you're pay and you're out of there.
Okay, so approximately 4 to 6 per hour.
Yes.
That's probably going to be the max. Would be about
Right.
6, so that there could still be social distancing.
Yes,
okay.
correct.
All right. So let's get to. We've got our appointment set.
Okay.
We know how much it's going to cost. We've told them what test we want. And before we get there, we have to come in the hospital, and there's going to be a test right off the bat, isn't there?
They're going to take your temperature
Uh-huh.
and ask you if you've been exposed or if you have any symptoms, just like if you were coming in the hospital for
Right.
any other
Right.
test or procedures.
And if you have said, no, I'm good,
Yep.
you go on in, and now you pay.
Yes.
and now you sign your consent form.
Yes.
And will they have that consent form at a desk in the front?
Yes, right there in the library.
Because they know who's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, very good, very slick. All right, so we've got that point. So now you have to walk from the front. You have to walk
To the lab.
To the lab.
Yep. We should already have your labels. We already have your stuff ordered and ready to go in the lab, and we know you're coming, so we're ready for you.
Is it the lab or the hospital library?
So today we didn't have very many, so we did them in the lab.
Okay.
So it'll probably depend on how many we have scheduled.
So they will tell you when you come in
Yeah,
where
where-
you will go.
yep.
So you may have to walk a little farther to get to the hospital
Yep.
library all the way around, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right, very good. All right, so you go to the hospital library, you go to the lab, wherever you're going to go, you're going to get your blood drawn, they're going to take the other tests,
Yep.
and then you will be on your way.
Be on your way.
All right, so let's go over those tests again. The lipid profile, which is called the health fair profile,
Yep.
that's the
Cholesterol.
big one, isn't it?
Yep. So your cholesterol and all that, your good and bad, and your triglycerides. Yep. That's the one you need to be fasting for.
Uric acid, iron, all those good things.
CBC, CMP. Yep. So that's
Okay.
your health fair profile,
Okay.
which is $35, and then we have the other.
And that price hasn't changed.
Nope. That's the same. And then
Okay.
we have the other ones, which is your hemoglobin A1C.
Especially you're diabetic.
Yes, or you think you could be.
That's one of the most amazing tests I ever heard, though. But
Yeah.
I'm still
Yes.
amazed by that one.
Yes.
So that's $15.
That is $15.
Okay.
Your TSH, which is your thyroid.
Thyroid test. Very good.
It's 15 as well.
Okay.
PSA, which is the prostate antigen for men. is
Ladies, don't sign up. Okay.
Right.
It doesn't do you any good.
Right. It's $15 as well.
Okay.
Then the urine microalbumin, which is looking for a blood protein in your urine. It's 15 as well.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, and then the DEXA, which is the one that you have to have the order for, is 35.
Okay, and the DEXA scan this time, though, which has done the bone density test.
Right.
Not just available because you say you want to take it.
Correct.
Okay, so if somebody wants a DEXA scan,
Yes.
what do they have to do?
So when they call in to Karen, they need to tell her that they're wanting that, and then we will work on the process of getting an order for that.
Okay, so if they
That way, when they show up, we have the order, and we can go ahead and move
go ahead and do it.
Yep.
Very good. All right, so great. So you have that DEXA scan at still $35,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Which is less than a tenth of what it would normally cost. It's a
Yes.
it's a little bit
Yes.
more than that. Okay. All right. So now it's the same test we've had before.
Right.
If you still want your blood pressure taken, you can get it, right?
Right. Right. You can.
If you want your body mass done,
We can do it.
you can do it.
Yep.
All right. So it can still all be done. You know,
Yep.
it may not be in the same form as it was down at the
Right.
community center at the Armory, but it's
Right.
still all those services are still there.
Yep. If we. Yeah. if
Still
they
gonna have
need it.
hot coffee on the way out.
I mean, they can swing by the cafeteria. It's a little bit more out of the way, but if they wanted it, they could do that.
Okay, I knew I was going to throw you a knuckle curve on that one. All right. So, again, when you call and you talk to Karen, you tell her which of these tests
Right.
that you want.
Correct.
Okay, and then Karen and you will discuss what times are available to
Yes.
you.
Yep.
Do you need them to show up 10 minutes early,
Nope.
5 minutes early?
I mean, 5 minutes, I guess, if they want, but
Well, you
not-
don't want them running late.
Right. Don't want them late. But
Right,
I mean, they just
especially
have
if
to
you
sign
have
that
6 in
form.
an hour. You have 12 minutes, or not even that. You have what,
Right.
9, 8 minutes?
Right. Right. Yep.
8.5.
Yep.
That's pretty tight.
Yep.
So please be on time or a few minutes early.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, very good. So that's not as hard as we thought it was going to be.
No.
However, it's not in 2 days. It's not a concentrated effort.
Right. We're trying to spread it out.
Right.
Keep people spread out. Help keep everyone.
Only between the hours of 7 and 11,
Yes.
Monday through Friday,
Not on Labor Day.
not on Labor Day. Okay. So when you call, maybe take a look at your calendar, see
Right.
what date's available to you or what day you can schedule to be off work or whatever, or be late to work or
Right.
however works for you, or take an early lunch.
Yeah.
However, and then be able to go in and get your tests done.
Yes.
All right? Shouldn't take very long, and you'll walk in, you walk out,
Done.
and you're finished.
Yep.
Okay? You get the little bracelet
little Coban, the colored.
Yeah,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Okay.
Bandage. Yep.
Very good. All right, so health fair is going on the entire month of September, though. We're not talking 1 week. We're not talking 2 weeks.
Yep.
We're talking
Whole
through
month.
September 30th.
Yes. Yep.
That's a Wednesday. Okay, so, or Tuesday or something like that.
Okay.
All right, so we're good on that. Simple, easy. You take cash,
Check.
check,
Credit card.
credit card,
Mm-hmm.
debit card,
Yeah.
health savings account.
About that.
Should always know. No. Anyway, I think in the past they have.
Yeah,
If you
we're
have
taking whatever they took before.
right. If you have a health savings account, yes, this qualifies. So
Correct.
you can pay for it out of your health savings account.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's always covers those deductibles and things that you can't get.
Right.
And those doctor visits, you got to pay that part. HSA comes in handy, really does. Okay, so after we do all that, what happens next?
After you leave,
Yeah.
so then we're going to run the test. We are going to send them to your primary provider if you listed one. If you have one, if
Right.
you didn't, that's fine as well. And then we are going to mail you the results.
Okay, very good. And there's a nice little pamphlet in there explains
Yes.
a lot of that.
Yep.
I think that pamphlet needs more information, but that's my personal observation. I like to know a lot more in
Right.
detail, but
Right.
some people may not. All
Gotcha.
right, so very good. All right, so you will have full lipid profile. You can get your TSH test, your thyroid test. You can get your A1C.
Mm-hmm.
You can get your urine test. Checking those kidneys, making
Right.
sure that they're working good.
Yep.
For guys, if you want the PSA test, and that's not public service announcement, that is a prostate test.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have a doctor's order or would like to get a or bone density test, they can help you with getting a doctor's order at the hospital when you call in.
Yes.
729-6626, extension 4005. Talk with Karen.
Yes.
Well, that sounds pretty easy.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's going to
I asked if you were going to be in charge of this. You said no. All right. But anyhow, it's exactly the same. It's just going to be in a different format.
Yes.
You're going to have to go to the hospital to get it done. And did they set aside any parking for these people specifically? Do you know?
No.
I mean, I know that the COVID kind of testing areas over on one side.
Yes, and this
You
is
don't
on
want to
the
go in there.
Which this is on the same side, but it's
Yeah.
up a little bit, so you
Okay.
can park in that same parking lot.
Okay, so
Along
just
with the
park.
Circle Drive.
Or you can drop off somebody at the front door
Right.
back on the Circle Drive now, not around the emergency room.
Right.
Circle Drive.
Yep.
Drop them off there, and they can go in, and then you can go wait. It won't take very long.
Right. Yep.
And especially with these appointments being made at a specific time, you're in and out of there in, as you were mentioning, 8 to 10 minutes
Right.
probably,
Yep.
for the most
Yep,
part.
That's our goal. Yeah. Get 'em
Well,
out
pretty
pretty
good.
quickly.
Very good. Well, heck, Teegan, that was easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you convince that in the 30 seconds?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think that's going to be pretty rough. All right.
Right.
Anyway, so very good. So this is through the month of September. So if anybody has any questions, just contact Karen
Yes.
because
Yep.
she's going to be the one to be able to schedule you and answer any questions
Right.
and about the tests and everything of that.
Yep.
Well, that was pretty simple.
Yep. I think so.
Okay. All right. Anything else you got to talk about? That's enough, huh?
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I understand.
Pretty busy month. Yep.
Yeah, I understand. Well, Teegan, we appreciate you coming in. Again, if anybody has any questions, you heard something today and you're thinking, what are they doing?
Right.
I'm not catching on. Just call the hospital, 729-6626. This is replacing the health fair that would have been at the community center at the Armory. It was the 16th and 17th, I
Yes,
believe, was
was supposed
scheduled,
to be.
correct?
Yep.
Okay, so not going to have that, but they're all month long, the month of September.
Yep.
So you don't have to pick one little day. You
Right.
can take any day in
Yep.
September except Labor Day or the weekends.
Yes.
That doesn't work. Monday through Friday, 7 to 11. Contact Karen. Find a day that works for you. Contact her and set up a time with her after you give her all of your information.
Yep.
And have all your information handy. And I would highly recommend, and Teegan, you might agree, there's a health form on the SMDH website,
Yes, there is.
smdh.net.
Yep.
Print that off, fill it out, so when Karen's asking you,
Yes.
You already have it, because there are going to be some questions like, have you had this and have this and had
and
this?
health history. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's going to be some of those questions. If you have and you need to check those, please do, so that they know.
Right.
All right, and she'll be asking you all that. So if you print that off, fill it out, and when she is asking you, you can give her the answer straight off your cheat sheet.
Yep. It's a good idea.
And it's allowed.
That's right.
It's allowed. Yeah, it's good to go. Well, again, thank you for coming in and spending
thanks for
some
having
time
me.
with us. We appreciate Megan and everybody at our hospital, and they're doing this for you. This is very affordable. They don't make any money off this. Trust me. The lab actually loses money on some of these tests, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a service to the community, and
Yes.
that's why the hospital
Yep.
does it. So again, one more time, lipid profile,
Lipid profile, CBC, CMP, iron, uric, all in the health fair profile for $35.
$35. A1C,
A1C, $15.
TSH.
TSH, thyroid is $15.
How about that PSA test?
PSA for the men is $15.
Urine test?
Urine test is $15.
And the DEXA?
DEXA is $35.
35. There you go, guys. It's all there. And if you have any questions when you're talking to Karen, maybe you want to find out more about getting a mammogram, things of that nature, yeah, they can have you talk to Julie or whoever you're talking to about getting something done. Yeah, they might be able to help you out right there. Karen can then forward you to whoever you need to speak with.
Yep, that's
And
right.
possibly even a general practitioner, or maybe if your family doctor, to get some information there.
Yep,
So get it all done at one time while you're out there.
right. Yep.
Why
It's a
not?
good
It
deal.
does sound like a good idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't had one done in a while.
That's, yes.
Ladies, think about that. You
Right.
know, really get that done. Don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah.
Megan, thank you.
Yep.
Teegan, Megan,
Yep.
where am I getting Megan?
You're
Teegan,
fine.
thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us. And if you have any questions, remember to call 729-6626, extension 4005. You get all the details you need. It's also in your world today. By the way, it's on the SMDH.net website. It's also on their Facebook page.
Correct.
If you have any questions about it, you can read those. If you still have questions, please call Karen. She can give you the details. Teegan, have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you.